5 World News.
New trouble for President Trump as he heads back to Washington after 17 days away. A new low for the president in 3 key states that put him over the top. In Michigan, only 36% of registered voters say they approve of his performance. In Pennsylvania, just 35% approve, while in Wisconsin, that number has fallen to 34%. Can this White House turn those numbers around? Here's ABC's David Wright.
Tonight, President Trump returns to Washington, damaged in the eyes of thousands of demonstrators this weekend because of his failure to stand up forcefully to white nationalists. Instead, the president has been wishy-washy.
You look at both sides. I think there's blame on both sides.
It's going to be very difficult for this president to lead if, in fact, that moral authority remains compromised.
Today, the only black Republican in the U.S. Senate called on Trump to sit down with people who have endured the pain of racism.
Without that personal connection to the painful past, it will be hard for him to regain that moral authority from my perspective.
We all have obligations as leaders to not put salt in the wound, to bring a decency and a respect to the table to say, look, we're going to call evil what it is.
Trump gets conflicting advice from his staff, according to the president's former chief strategist. Steve Bannon told the Washington Post, no administration in history has been so divided among itself about the direction about where it should go. Back at Breitbart, Bannon is taking his White House feuds public. Today, Breitbart blasted the national security advisor as a Quran-kissing apologist and accused Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner of being serial leakers. On Tuesday, Trump heads to Arizona for a political rally. Reportedly, he's considering pardoning Sheriff Joe Arpaio, the controversial former Maricopa County lawman.
A nation without borders and a nation without laws is no nation at all.
Sheriff Joe, as he's known, was convicted of criminal contempt for defying a federal judge's order to stop racial profiling in his roundups of immigrants. But Trump is a fan.
He's done a great job.
Officials in Phoenix are already bracing for possible protests.
Those protests, both for and against the president's visit, are being planned. David Wright joins us from Bridgewater, New Jersey. David, tomorrow we're also expecting the president to address the nation about the war in Afghanistan.
That's right. Trump has repeatedly expressed a desire to bring America's longest war to a close, but his generals are telling him that the job may not be finished. Well, we're told that the president has decided on a strategy, and he'll unveil it tomorrow in a primetime address. Tom?
We look forward to that. All right, David, thanks.